Hi, everyone. I'm here with my dear friend, Nikki James today, and I have a very specific question in mind for her. How you doing, Nikki?
I'm great. Thanks, Adam. Thanks for having me.
Uh, Thanks for being with us. So, Nikki, what can you tell me about bridge loans?
I can tell you all sorts of stuff. I can tell you lots of stuff. So, bridge loans, I'm going to share a slide here. Bridge loans are essentially a way to buy a home before you sell a home. There's many different ways a bridge loan looks, but essentially they go under a category of how do I buy this house and use the equity in my old house to buy the new house. It could be a simple equity line that you have existing. It could be a new flexible second loan that we use that's combined with the purchase loan. It could be a loan that we put on both houses. That's called cross-collateralizing. We could do a pledged asset loan, which is where we use your current assets to help for that down payment. And private lending is another version of where these loans fall. So essentially, the goal of all of these is to how to get you into the new house using the equity of the old house prior to the equity being released via a sale. So those are kind of the overriding ways of doing it. Here's a simple rule of thumb. If you take the value of your current house plus the new home value, times it by 70% and take off whatever you owe, your current loans, that's how much money I have available to give you in some version of the above and some version of those other ways that we just spoke about. So just to do some math for you here, if you own a home that's 1.8 million, you add to that the new home that you're buying of 3 million, you've got $4.8 million worth of real estate that I have to lend on. Times that by 70% minus your current loan. So let's say you owe 500,000 of a current existing loan. The math of that comes to, I have $2.8 million, 2.86 to give you as a loan. So in the case of buying a $3 million home, that means you come up with 140,000. So that's a really simple rule of thumb that you can always use. If that math works for you, there's a loan for you. It just depends on which version of the first ones that I went through. Depends on your income, depends on your other assets. But that's high level. So let's just look at that a different way. If I have $1.8 million home and I owe 500,000 on it, I can lend you 760,000 of equity. I can lend that to you. We then take that and we put that on the purchase of the new home of 3 million. I get you a $2.1 million first loan. I get you a 760 bridge, and then you come in with that 140. One thing to remember is, of course, you need the income to qualify for this. We have a flexible loan on that purchase that allows us to not have to include the debt on the old house, which is where most people fall into because not many people can have the income to support both houses. But it's a great program. I know, Adam, you and I have done a number of clients in this particular way.
Yep. Yeah, we helped a number of clients with this product.
With the move ups. And then your other profile of clients who want to buy before selling is often the move down couple. So maybe retired and don't have the income to qualify for a new loan, but see their dream home. The question that most people have is, I don't want to give up what I know, what I have, before I find what I want to go to. And I know they come to you all the time of saying, I don't want to sell until I know where I'm going. And this solves that. So basically, if you own your current home, 3.5 million, free and clear, which we see a lot in the Bay Area. We do a bridge loan to purchase the new home in cash. I mean, because I'm involved, there's a loan, but it feels like cash. We close fast. And the borrower really only has to come up with their earnest money deposit of 3%. So that's the other way of doing it. Super, super flexible and great loan options to be able to bridge that gap from buying to selling. So that's the high level. Obviously, there are a lot of nuances. I'd be happy to go through them in more detail with you.
Nikki, yeah, you've covered a lot of material in a short amount of time. So if people out there have questions, what should they do?
Contact me. My information's down below. I'd be happy to walk through that with you. 650-322-0303. Everybody's situation is slightly different, and we'll fit you into some box. But the point is, it's possible.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thanks for being here.